So I'm Bill Baver with NTT DATA. I'm going to share a little bit about our platform and what's going on with data and how you deal with data that's out there and how everybody's dealing with it as they go. So I'm going to start with a little video to get you going here.
Data is the new currency that drives a smart world. Data that delivers public safety to cities and their citizens. Data that delivers supply chain optimization to global manufacturers and their customers. Data that delivers intelligent traffic management to transportation agencies. Data that delivers improved quality of life for healthcare providers and their patients. Data that delivers information that becomes knowledge, leveraging a smart application platform. Today's public and private businesses are challenged with gaining insights from the explosion of data from IoT devices and sensors. With NTT Smart Application Platform, IT and business executives will begin to break down and converge data silos and enable the collection and categorization of industry-specific IoT data with advanced analytic models that flow from devices and sensors at the IoT edge through data accumulation and abstraction to cross-industry applications and collaboration, delivering targeted, smart insights and actions. With the Smart Application Platform, public and private organizations will be able to collect and analyze data from IoT devices, enterprise systems, and commodity-grade third-party data sources to deliver not just rich, tailored data, but true information across the entire value chain. Information that will enable the development of smart applications that alert, analyze, predict, learn, and improve. Applications that drive insight and actions that continuously manage and optimize the IoT edge and technical infrastructure. Applications that empower true business knowledge. And NTT's Federation of world-class partners will be there, providing services and support for enabling intelligent business decisions. NTT is accelerating smart and enabling.
So just a little introduction. Our company name, NTT DATA. So we're interested in the data. So it's really what kind of a solution can people have that goes out there and deals with data. But it's not technology that we're talking about. It's everybody's looking at different ways to solve business problems. So for us, it's how can you use that data to solve the problem? And where are you at in your journey to do it? So it's really outcome-based what you're trying to do. And this is kind of a maturity chart that we talk to our customers and our prospects about to say, where are they at in the process? Where are they at in the generation of using data to come up with decisions? Because then there's always technology that can come and help you do it, but you got to start with a business problem because the money that we're going to get from our customers out there, it's not coming from the IT department anymore. It's coming from the business users. So we have to turn the technology into business discussion. So it's really where are they at on this maturity chart? Are our customers even on this maturity chart? Everybody, you go around here and everybody has the idea, we want to be a digital twin, we want to use Gen AI, we want to use all that. But are they anywhere on the chart to begin with to gather the data? So that's what we try to focus on. And then we try to turn it into what's the business solution they have. So some of the places we do that is, this is an operations center with a company or a city in Asia that looks at still putting operations centers together, central places for them to go. Some places in the US, they look at it that it's a virtual operations center. They don't want to have this physical space anymore. But it's really about how are the alerts coming up for them to know where to focus. And it's not, oh, you get a phone call to deal with it, you get the police report, but how can you look at it real time and predictive of what's happening? So this one looks at traffic alerts, and then they can hone in on where to go. But it's a real solution that people are using today to say, how can I make life better for the citizen? What's the business value? It's citizen engagement. That's what it's about. And it solves then the operations center for them to know where to put their resources. And then second, it's how do you make life better for the citizen that's in there, or attract citizens, attract businesses. Another place is with the Washington Nationals baseball stadium. So we think of that as a venue. How many of you guys, any of you go to an event wherever it's at and it's just like, it's taking too long? Is there a line that's faster? Do we have the right people? So what we do and help them look at is say, what is the queue length for what's going on? Where should they move their operations people to put more people there to get their supply chain set up to have all the supplies ready for whatever they're going to buy? Probably the most important thing is, when does the beer run out and how far is it close to that time? So we give them alerts to say, go do it. And they put it on a fan app that they could sit there and say, hey, the line at this place is this long. This is how long it's going to take you to go get whatever you want to get. In the next half inning, you know what the prediction is. Changes by who they're playing, changes by weather conditions, changes by score of the game. This is how they're using the information to then figure out, are they servicing their fan the right way? And are they really providing operational excellence? Another place we do work is with the Indy 500 and the Indy Motor Speedway and the Indy Car Series. And we help two ways there. One is at the Indy Motor Speedway, we help them getting people in and out. So what line is longer? What can you stay in the parking lot area before you get in at the start of the race? How do you do that? But then also, while the race is going on for the entire series, we help them start to predict what's the best strategy to go about winning the race. We started this year predicting who the winner was against the announcers. And then the fans jumped on and said, oh, could they beat the computer? Could they beat the announcer? It's a way for them to engage fans a little more, and we used analytics as it went about. And that was all about our smart management platform. Last one we work with is one of our facilities. We look at what does a smart building look like. So we have a research center in Sunnyvale, California, that we go in and start looking at the energy usage, and we start to help them understand what is the sustainability aspect of that energy usage. What is your footprint? Also, what is the noise level of what's going on in the building? What is the information about air quality? Let them know that and then share that with the employees, share that with the other people in the building, the operations staff, so they can adjust how those things are going on in the building when they're running the operations to that level. So all of that for us is how you turn data into a business value. And that's really what it's about for us. And how does it happen? Then it brings the technology that comes in with it. And that's where we use things about all the different sources that come in. Our approach is not to sit there and say, throw it in a data lake, a data swamp, and then start managing that and look for an answer. It's to go to the business first, talk to them about what they're trying to do, and then start to do really systematically and use case driven or business solution given, how do you solve that for them to give the insights, real time and predictive, and leverage the environment they have. Don't go out and say, put in a new sensor, put in an optical sensor, fancy word for a camera, put in a noise sensor, track where things are at. It's can you leverage what they have and then use that data already so they don't have to invest in new things. That's where it starts with the edge analytics that comes. That's where we work with AWS to make sure there's a place to have that compute done, to keep the data in that area, and then move the important data over to where you can do the advanced analytics that's needed, and still balance it back and forth. And we have software that sits on both the edge and both then on their core application that's there. We have three areas that we look at. We go with the edge devices where we have micro data centers or edge compute there right to the cloud. That's where we can work with AWS to say, how do you put that into use? How do you keep the data there? How do you do the first wave of analytics that you're looking at? Then you move it over to where it goes to the customer core, and you start to say, where do you do that advanced analytics? And you compute back and forth, and where do you do that management? And we have what we call a global core, which is how we manage the entire environment. It's how we move data around the environment. It's how we make sure there's updates that have to go out to it. We push it to the area as it goes. Those are the areas that we really look at to say, how can we help the environment go better? How can we move the data around and use the technology that's changing? Because more analytics is being done on the edge. More devices are coming into place to put it there. And then we leverage that to say, all right, what is important for other deep analytics that's out there? So that's kind of the technical footprint we have. The area that I showed last was around sustainability. That's an area that we're really functioning on. And we look at two things. We look at smart sustainability in the guide of the UN SDGs, the Sustainability Development Goals, and we say, how does that help wherever an organization is at? What are they trying to do to help? It's not just about carbon emissions, that's just one part of it. But how can you help the overall goal of an organization and to grow their sustainability goals? Everything here, just the trash bins that you have, the reuse of things that are here. All of that can be tracked, and it's really, are you helping or not? And that's how people are now looking to invest as they go about that process. So what we really like to do is to say, how can you turn this into that value for them? So I have another video, and I use these videos to help because one, it's less hearing me, and two, there are about 15 people that walked up and stopped and looked. So it's a way to attract people different than just looking at slides the whole time. So this is one we have on sustainability that talks a little bit about what we're doing on that footprint, and then I'll just finish up a little bit more on how that's going together.
Sustainability is one of the biggest imperatives we are facing today, as our future depends on it. This is an enormous challenge, but also an opportunity to improve prosperity, well-being, and harmony between people and nature. But how can we make sure we are actually contributing to it? By leveraging NTT Smart Solutions and NTT consulting capabilities, we can help you create a measurable sustainability roadmap, considering your targets and ambitions. You can only improve what you measure, and data is the best resource to find the truth in sustainability. That is why we make real-time measurements of carbon emissions, natural resources, pollution, and waste. Thanks to our machine learning technology, we make accurate predictions and deliver actionable insights that can help you to drive optimization and enhance your employee engagement. And that's how data can help you to achieve your sustainability goals faster. NTT Smart Solutions, empowering data to make a better world.
So it's really for us, if you didn't get it so far, it's about the data. It's about how we can use the data to turn business solutions for you. And it really starts with what is you trying to solve. And to be honest, from a business perspective, it's where's the investment come to help solve that? And you need to talk to those people as you go about it, and that's what our solutions do. It helps us talk to them, and then it brings the technology that comes with it, working with a lot of partner ecosystem here, about gathering the data, bringing the data together, and then doing the analytics on top. So that's what we wanted to share about our solution. I appreciate your time, and we're in booth 550 if you want more any questions or anything we can help on.